Alright, I'm sure at this point there are still a few die-hard grand strategists coming to this channel, nervously looking at each other and laughing. Well, we're continuing the quality streams, now that I'm back able to stream, with Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. My first and only trip to North Korea. This is my punishment game for doubling down pretty hard and failing at some poker against the Dutch Inquisition. But let's not dwell over that, let's get going with this. Firstly, what is our name? I'm gonna go with Marvin because I'm assuming we're male here, and that's the go-to male name. Nothing to do with legendary Marvin, of course. So it's taken a long time, but it's finally going to happen. I'm finally on a plane from Beijing to Pyongyang. I'll be staying the week with a couple of pen pals from the Korean army. Because I'm sure the Koreans have pen pals there. I'd been writing to them while on duty in Afghanistan. They seemed interested in meeting me, so they asked to come over on my next leave. Didn't look like it was going to happen though, I'm not sure why, but the airport wouldn't let me fly directly to Pyongyang. Something about no direct flights, and having to fly into China or Russia first. So it's pretty obvious from the outset that this is going to be a visual novel, much in the vein of Go Nippon. Did I stream that here? I think I streamed that there. Either way, Aristo certainly did, and that was one hell of an experience. The most expensive holiday in Japan ever. I only just barely managed to learn Korean in time for this. I had to stumble through Chinese to get here. We're about to touch down at Pyongyang Sunan International Airport. Pilot says hello to Chinese, and we think we're about to descend. I think you hosted Aristo streaming, Jake. That sounds reasonable. Once we get off, we're waiting for our bags, and they've started unloading, but they've stopped the baggage claim carriage, and my bags are not there. This is Fubar. Don't tell me they lost my luggage. I'd better go find customer service before my buddies get here. I have an anime moment and walk right into somebody. Also, this music is so low. Let's see if we can crank that up a bit. Why are you right behind me? I've run right into what appears to be a member of the Korean military, full suit and everything. What's more, she's hot, if you go for the chicken uniform thing. And her English is pretty good, a bit broken, but better than most kids I met in Afghanistan. We were expecting your arrival. And there's another cute girl in military regalia. I only told my buddies Yong and Yoonji that I was showing up, and that would be them. So much in the vein of Go Nippon, I'd assumed I was going to stay with some guys, but no, they are well-developed girls. I mean, this is Korea, development's pretty high. Of a Kosonotu, who would name a Giru Marvin? So they knew I was not a girl. We've received special permission to have you stay in our personal bar. Okay, so we're gonna go stay in a barracks instead of this tiny Japanese home this time. We have secured your luggage. It's been sent to Political Bureau's security checkpoint to make sure we have no illegal contraband. Something detriment to the country and glorious leader. I wonder who's going to be the leader of North Korea in this one. You can speak Korean, right? Yeah, we can give this a go. We've even got our translation guide. But it's been slapped out of our hands. Ow! What the hell did you do that for? You dare to bring a translation manual of our mortal enemies into our wonderful country. But it's Korean. I'm sorry for the outburst, but the manual depicts the language of the territory occupied by Western imperialists. I didn't think the British ever invaded Korea. I thought it was all just one big Korea. I see Marvin is a grand strategist at heart here. Excellent. I'm so glad you understand the situation. There is only one true Korea. Regardless, I'd like you to work with Unji. She'll help you get better with Korean, and you'll help with her English. She doesn't appear happy. I read in my old translation manual that it's polite to bow to new co-workers, so I turn and bow. Thank you for helping with Korean. Where are you, Shankami? I'm only do this to help me better English. It's not like I do this for you, stupida. Where have I heard that trope before? It's really just the Go-Go Nippon rewritten for North Korea. And you know what? That's just fine. I hope he good English teacher. Alright, this is what I'm looking for. I want to be at the barracks. The top advisor on tourism recommended you stay with your guides instead of at a hotel. He did bring a lot of foreign cash though, as we suggested. Almost everything here has already been paid for in advance. Ooh, this is my kind of holiday. You know, Russian is so simple. No one, Dora only. Is that true? Do they prefer the mighty American dollar? The game is guilting me by giving me new items in my inventory for this game, so... So what's worse so far, Jake? This or the tank game? I mean, this one has something resembling production standards, so I'm going with this one. Although Spam says the tank game was awesome. Okay. My English no good for you? Maybe it's a bit easier for now. Alright, so we're going to stick to Korean. Okay, so without asking, we just snapped a photo of them. That doesn't sound GDPR compliant. In Korea, we do not allow photos of our military to be taken without permission unless it's at a national event in which it cannot be helped. Alright, no phone for me. I mean, that's fine. Why go on holiday and just spend all your time on a phone? Okay, I want to get to the barracks, so come on. Alright, we're going to get to a car now. So we're not going to be riding the super fast Japanese bullet trains. Our superior should already have finished checking your luggage, and we'll relax. They lead me to a large, boxy automobile. Looks like a 1980s Soviet car with some modifications to the interior. It's pretty snazzy, though. It's a bit dark in here. I was hoping to see some of the city as we drove. I'm afraid that since we're taking you to our personal barracks, we can't let you see the route. It's forbidden by our illustrious leader. That tourists do not know. It is forbidden that tourists do not know. Man, you need to work on your English here. Why did they let me stay at your barracks? Don't question it, they told us to take you. Be grateful, our place is better than any local hotel. I think someone has a little crunch on you, Marvin. I'm sure Legendary Marvin's getting butterflies reading this. I wonder if we have anyone else called Marvin that watches around here, who feels a bit of an attachment to my MCs. A Korean guy singing some awful cover. Don't stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time. What? Best song 2016. The singer should do a tour here. Poor Freddie. The original singer of this song was a huge hit in 1978. I'm certain you are wrong. Gently tell her. If you guys hadn't confiscated my MP3 player, I can pay you the track and show it to you there. Arutha 1988 brings up quite the point. If these girls are Korean, why are they white? Don't know. Don't think I've seen a North Korean. It appears that Jong is using more Freddie Mercury for her ringtone. It's the latest hits, you know. So I'm probing about the conditions at the barracks, which I still can't wait to get to. This is like my very own trip to North Korea. They were just barely phasing out those Quonset's huts when I was going through boot camp. Don't be ridiculous, you won't be in a closet. All the soldiers in America are so dumb. No wonder Glorious Leader says we'll be conquering you soon. At some point, all must be Korea. I think we do have some grand strategists in this game. Jingo Stick Bingo asks what they've walked into. Well, this is a punishment game. So far I'm not feeling very punished. This feels like a great experience. It's a new initiative from our most high and honourable champion. Anyway, it is of no concern to you. Stop asking silly things. We want you to enjoy your stuff. It's just lovely. I wonder if they're all so hospitable over there. Good news, the inspection of your luggage is complete. They found very little to remove, so there should be very little missing. What are you planning to make for dinner? I'm making dinner. I thought we were just taking to the mess hall. Oh my. So I get to experience their cooking while I'm here as well. This game brings such original anime ideas. What's Chris King working on, asks Tyler92203. Well, according to viewers, they think he's a CK2 program. You're poking fun at me, aren't you? Okay. You think my English is terrible and I can't even cook. If I recall, we picked on the small one and the Japanese one as well. So we'll try to be kind to this one. I'll show you one home-cooked meal coming up. I'll make you eat your words and some kimchi. You haven't cooked anything in months. Oh my. Fresh UN aid packages just for you. Yeah. So we've arrived. Show the capitalist to his quarters. Okay, let's go for it. Wow. Let me reread that. Okay. I did not read the word infantry there. I remember the woman I saw in infantry. I still have nightmares. But this lassie is so pretty. You're so hot and you're sweating a little. Are you sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm quite alright, thanks. I'm taking in this room that you've got for me. It's pretty amazing. The stores have been out of ibuprofen for a few days. I'm not sure how we could have treated a fever. So although it looks good, there's probably a few things that are just not quite right with it. If the faucet is rusty. It's not too bad. A couple of bedrooms, a common room, kitchen, and a bath. You get all that in a barracks. Worm is asking if this is a dating sim, or is there some other gameplay involved? I think Worm has some pretty high standards here. Small windows letting in some light. On the bed is my suitcase, unharmed by the search and seizure ordeal. This will be my room for a week. I'll be staying in... yes. Oh. Ooh. Okay, I need to make a note of that. I want the Democratic People's Republic of Korea flag to add to my flag collection. Hope we find the room to our liking. Are you telling me this is normally your room? Yes! We can't think of it like what your American teenage girls say. A sleepover. Uh-huh. I can't put you out of your room and have you sleep on the floor. Do you have a sleeping bag? Oh, I see there's a difference between myself and these Korean lasses and how to treat guests that come over. Oh, imagine me saying that to the guests. That'd be disrespectful for me to have you sleep on the floor whilst Nikki is all curled up like a dying dog. Everything I'd folded neatly has been tossed around and crumpled up. Can't actually blame the Koreans for that, after all. Went through a couple of different airports. I'm relieved to see my comfy Tokyo hotel t-shirt. Alright, so we get changed, our luggage is fairly untouched, and it's food time. Oh my. Oh my. I don't need help from Western capitalists who don't know true Korean food. Okay, so they're not happy with me probably wearing that Tokyo t-shirt, right? Advertising hotel in Japan here in Korea. Japan falsely accuses our country of misconduct and hinders our foreign operations. It would be best if you get changed. This is just pretty ridiculous. It really would be best to take it off and give it to us. Now this guy's not got no etiquette for being a guest. Okay, so forced to disclothe in the barracks. We're off to a good start for this as a dating sim game. Ichani X says, is this a punishment game because it feels like it? Yes it is. It would probably be prudent to put that in the title, right? Otherwise people might get the wrong idea. There we go. Best not to do anything that can incur the anger of our glorious leader. It was a gift from my buddy in Germany. Oh. I'm pondering if I've gender bent every overseas pen pal I've ever had. The lights flicker and go off. So there are power outages, apparently to save energy. Alright, I would probably die if I question Glorious Leader, so let's just not go down that route. Marvin needs to try and stay alive here. Marvin goes through a lot in all the other games we play. Maybe it's okay to go without power for a while every day. You could do something to help pass the time that doesn't involve electricity. And I almost sounded like the Glorious Leader. Purging the need for outside energy sources builds character. Ah. Must be great being the leader of North Korea. Taking into account what I know of Korea's leader, the last thing I think I'd see him doing is physical activity. Still wondering which one it'll be. If you die, the punishment is over, Jake says. It's a shill. Better stay alive then. Glorious leader to you, Yankee. I like the subtle slurs that the small one throws in. He's been known to lead an entire army in morning yoga. He even invented his own style of yoga based on a rare creature. Mipika Authchu. Mipika Authchu. Wild cat and mouse. Okay, so it's still dark, well, it doesn't seem that dark, but electricity's out. Great, this nonsense should end, and let's go out and see the area. Most Americans are not accustomed to eating spicier foods. American cuisine is an abomination. Well, we got something going there, but some of it's good. Flavorless, colorless, lifeless, all processed at speedy slop joints, like King Donald. What was that, Marvin? I'm not unhappy. Oh, I can't say I'm unhappy, but I'm not great with girls. What about military girls? Alright, being fought over already, and we've just landed here. Come on, let's go and get that kimchi. I told you I'm just making sure you don't get lost. They both head out the door with me in tow. It's only 20 minutes when we got there. So I'm wondering why Glorious Leader has made an exception for me. I wonder if that'll come up or it'll just be brushed aside with that. And oh! Nicely stocked supermarket. Or, it was a wee bulk market, right? We walk in, the shopkeeper quickly turns away as he sees me. I start looking around. Green onions... Yeah, I was noticing that as well. Pretty well stocked. And this store is pretty well packed as well. Should have no problem. Korean stores are always so full of delicious and lovingly grown produce. I'm having trouble reading that, but I think it says... No, I just can't read it. So full of delicious and lovingly grown produce. Seems rehearsed. A cursory glance would only give you the impression of having a well-stocked stand of vegetables. Upon closer oh my. Half of this food isn't real. This radish is too shiny. I really don't think the FDA has a recommended daily allowance of plastic. The shelves over there don't even look like there's real food on them. Okay, right, so much of the food here is fake. I've seen better artwork in a no-budget visual novel where the developer skimped on paying artists. Max knows all about them. We're almost done, please. Please don't say anything else. Ouch. This is something you do not understand, and speaking on it, it's no good. Nut up or shut up. Okay, so they understand that the food situation isn't great. Of course, Nut Up would shake Max out of his woodworks. $1.50 can barely buy a soda on base. Fresh produce is basically unheard of. Hell, even that plastic food looks better than some of the stuff I've had on base. Really, is military food that bad? Wouldn't know, haven't served. Well, with this settled, let's go back to the barracks. So they're both pretty uncomfortable with the whole talking about food thing, so maybe I shouldn't bring that up. Power's back on, back at the barracks, and they're making the food. Thank you for tuning back into One Korea, One Voice. Here's today's top story. Our glorious leader took a well-deserved day off today by playing a round of golf at Pyongyang Old Course number 1. As expected of the son of our beloved former leader, he shares his father's natural golf talent. Our glorious leader broke his father's record with a 40 under par 32 for the round. Included in his round was a streak of 9 holes in one, a feat only he has ever done in the world. I remember that story. I wonder how true it is. I mean, North Korea seems like an easy mark for making fun of, but... well, perhaps I'll never know. Jeong turns off the radio as we both walk in. Dinner does look good. There's the traditional kimchi along with kongbap. Give me a bibimbap, please. Southerners would call it beans and rice. Wow, this looks delicious. Itadakimasu, and they don't like it. Itadakimasu, that thing said before every meal. Something about, I take this food, thanks for making it. You're mixing your Asian countries. That's Japanese. In Korean it would be Yalmug Getsamnida. And honestly, we don't do that very often. Just say thanks and eat. Well, thank you. At least they're putting me in my place. So for somebody that hasn't cooked in months, the wee one makes some pretty good food. The girls protest, but they're grateful that I'm washing up. But it's getting late. Oh my. Okay, it's going to follow the same routine as we did in Go Go Nippon, where we have a choice of places to go. Good night, Jeong. Good night, Unji. It's Thursday. We have artillery drills tonight. Don't let it scare you. Sweet dream. Okay, nice. So there's a 5:30 alarm in this, oh my. Good, you're awake. You found your new phone. It's the latest model of innovative technology. Even citizens of Korea aren't able to get such a phone yet. Consider it a welcoming gift from our government to you. It's very nice of them. You're right, we probably can't get phones like this. It's a Motorola DIMTAC model. Why am I so ungrateful? I'm on holiday, these girls are doing a lot for me. This sucks, I just bought my phone only a month ago. Some North Korean officials probably swiping through all my stuff as we speak. Oh. Oh. I'm telling you, this is the newest model, says the officer. Sleek black casing and 64 gig memory model. Nice. I don't care how many gigs of RAM it has, the thing goes through a full battery charge in 2 hours. Oh, okay. So, they found my phone and just dumpstered it. Ah, man, that's bad memories of when cameras and phones were new, and they were so bad. Just such a period of life that's only captured in really awful photos. I think they're hamming home the point about the toilet scene from the first, or the original, Go Go Nippon. Okay, but they're hammering it in pretty hard. Impressive though, managed to get showered in just a few minutes. I'm one of those take your time people there. Are you going to waste this entire month's water ration? Cha. Alright, breakfast time. Your seat is at the end. Let's serve you, okay? 2 girls will be sitting either side of me. Unji brings out cold noodles, rice gruel, and what appears to be some beef in a sauce. Never had cold noodles for breakfast before. It's okay. It doesn't compare to cold pizza, but still, oh, cold pizza. If you're here for PDXCon, try not to think about the pizza. It evolved. I'm so glad you were able to compare my handmade meal with leftover American takeout. Don't be like that, I'd take handmade meals any day. Hang on, what is KP duty? Kitchen... No idea. Gunny was so pissed he had me cutting potatoes all night. I swear to God, I almost peeled a grenade. Ooh, what kind of monster peels potatoes though? Potato skins are the best. Wonton Hero just says, hello. Is it still there, Jake? Don't ask about it. Are all Westerners so forgetful? We told you yesterday that only one of us could go with you. One of us has to stay behind in case the glorious leader calls and needs us. Okay. So if it's anything like last one, we're going to pick 3 places. Kitchen patrol, thanks Sid. So it's a pretty rough... Best Korea? What's this? Occupied Korea. Wall. You shall not pass. Evil this way. No go to Nippon. To buy cabbage, salt, bullets, rice. Also not Pyongyang, not Pyongyang, Pyongyang, and a few other places. And some heart. Okay, sure. China, not evil, but with with their flag on it. Okay, I hope they sell these. I'm commenting on this pitiful excuse of a map you've given me. I wanted to paint it. It looks like something an elementary school with no funding for a decent photocopier would print. Wow. This is rough. Oh, so do I pick? I can't go to the mountain. Okay. Go to Yangago with Unji. Go to Runga PPG with Jong. Okay, so I'll put it to the chat. Who are we going to court, I suppose? Is it going to be the more highly developed Yong? Or is it going to be Unji, who I assume has better infantry combat ability? Means we'll pick one from the less popular one and two from the more popular one. Go for the small one so you can make fun of her more, says A4. Okay, seems like a lot of people prefer tall strats here, so... Jong, Unji, Jong, Unji. I want to check out one San. What bikini spriths here? Drool? What? I understand not, but it says we will liberate you. Let's check out one San. Looking over the map, a coastal area on the east side has been encircled in red ink. In the code, it looks like somebody had bikini sprites here. Who am I to argue with the unseen hand of fate beckoning me along? Ooh, I'm gonna have to steal that one. It looks like this may be a bit of a haul, but one San looks like it'd be a cool place to go. There's usually lots to do at the beach, right? I swear if I ever found out who wrote that comment about the bikini, he's going to be in the gulag for a month. They like Russia more than they think. Well, I'm not taking you there, just forget it and pick somewhere else. And here I was hoping I get to split watermelons while Yong had me help her with the sunscreen. Oh my. As the American says, I'm not the up or shut the up, right? Okay, time for the beach episode. Yeah, they are a bit too white and need some sun. I'm inclined to agree there. Wonder what the climate's like there. How in the world does your room get so messy when the country barely allows any consumer goods over the border? All Koreans have access to bountiful supplies of Modder? What happened to everyone is equal? Everyone here is equal. Some are just more equal than others. Alright, looking forward to this. Could have already been in the car and gone 2 minutes ago. Man, if I could have this kind of punctuality with my mates back in the day. told it's quite a long drive there, right? Probably going to be in this, having an awkward situation for some time. Oh please, I heard your heart beat faster the instant I grabbed it, so quit complaining. Ho 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 ho. The old road bump kissing arc. Korea's western coast is akin to the Black Sea according to Köppen classification. The weather in Wonsan is 28 degrees and sunny according to Google. It's 28 degrees here! You telling me that Korea is on the same climate as Stockholm? Alright, so we're making Unji fall for us already. Thank you, potholes. Why must we tease the tiny one? I'm going to kill you and feed you to the Kumiho. Explain further. It's a sinister fox that can turn into a beautiful woman and eat the hearts of men, especially protagonists. Okay, this is getting painful. Let's get to that beach. Typical Ivan says, be lucky it's 28 degrees there. Rain and clouds over the Balkans. The Balkans is next on my go-to list. Wake up, sleepy pants. We're in Wonsan. Time for our date. Oh yeah, come on, I gotta go. I need to have a serious talk with whoever is in charge here. Are you coming with me or planning to stay in the car the whole time? Oh boy. It's taking itself not seriously enough here. Let's go. It's like a kitsune but less cruddy, Jake. All the mythological creatures are nicer in Japan. I don't even need to offer her my hand. She's already grabbed it and she's taking me over a small hut by the shoreline. Huh. This looks alright. I wonder where they sourced the photos for this. Would you mind going first? Okay. You know, she's not wrong. People that blob seem to get all the attention, but the real admiration should go to the tall play. Less blobbing, more subjugating, right? Jake, is this a preview scene for the Lesser Known Beaches DLC? You make an excellent point, right? How do... Oh, I was going to grab a screenshot and use this for some Korean beaches. Hang on, does it go back? Yes, it does. Okay. First I'm going to save in case I cock this one up royal. Let's return. Now, usually it's something like tat... Oh, okay. I mean, there's not a lot of space for this kind of stuff anyway, but... How does one remove the background? Auto, stop, settings, save, load, menu. I don't know. Oh well, at least I'll try and take a screenshot. I think it's F9 or 12 or 11 or... Whoa! Christ. Mistakes were made there. Okay, I got my screenshot, so that's one more for the lesser known beaches of the world. Here I am creating a monologue at how angered I am at the lack of electricity. Why didn't the builders put in a sky window or something? Or someone could have requested an outhouse scene with a candle or torch, hint hint. So are we a pretty ripped army guy? No need to show off those navy flyboys, okay. This outhouse barely fits a half-starved Korean worker. I don't think there'd even be enough room for me to sit down, let alone fall. Well, come on outside so I can get changed. Acceptable for an American. I don't know, we've all seen Marvin, right? Okay. Alright, eyes closed, come out and tell me when to open them. Oh, michty me. Alright, maybe this is the one that I want a screenshot for lesser known beaches of the world. She's hotter than a Willy Peach shell going off in a crowded market square. Nah, doesn't make sense to me though. She's not as filled out as her sister, but there's a little something for everyone in this game, you know? This is the only one Twitch wants to screenshot as evidence for banning you, Jake. I wonder what the uncensored stuff that Max wanted to do was. Still though, how do I get rid of the text box though? That's what I really want. There's nothing obvious that does that for me though. Marvin mentions Afghanistan. I'd like to hear more about it. My hand is grabbed. I'm led to the store, or at least what's being passed as a store. Pretty sure this is state-run. It's small, sparse, and the cashier is wearing an army uniform. And he has a rifle slung over his shoulder. What if you have to engage invading naval infantry in between shifts? Oh, michty me. So it's 2.5 sunscreen, past its sell-by. I mean, come on, can that stuff really have sell-by? Pay the nice heavily armed cashier and we're on our way. I'm sure the gun would jam. Right, quit your moaning and eat the cream. Have you tried spacebar? Spacebar is what I'm using to advance the text, because clicking's a bit dull. Marvin Kun, you're in danger. Wait, I'm in some kind of dream. The Gunnery Sergeant Hartman? Oh no! What are you doing here? Oh, it's Gunny. Do not give me that, maggot. You're in danger, you... Yep. Get away from here. That would be a great pivotal moment for the game to start turning into some kind of creepypasta, but maybe it won't go down that. Alright, into the water. Can't complain, I've been in the North Sea in November. For half an hour, could not feel my body afterwards. Glorious leaders put the whole country on high alert. If we don't get home before a certain time, we'll have to spend the night either at a hotel, or we'll have to camp out somewhere. Oh, this is getting better and better. There's been a national emergency yet again. It appears the Glorious Leader has run out of imported French wines, and therefore we're under alert until the next shipment can come. Reports are incomplete. The Glorious Leader wouldn't institute such drastic action unless it were justified. Guess I'll bury that gift deep in my bag at this house. Uh-huh. What a fun time. I wish we could have stayed a little longer. There's a nice little shrine in that area. Yeah, you mentioned the shrine, we didn't go there. Dandelions, falling stars, the digits on a clock. One does not sound like the other one. If you have a digital clock somewhere, you wait for the numbers to align, like 1111, and make a wish. Shanks, that's the third nap today for this lass. Maybe I am in danger. Shouldn't dismiss Gunny so readily. I guess malnutrition makes you sleepy, Jake. What was that? Staring at the ceiling, it's grey. Looks like the roof might have a leak at the top. There's some mold damage. I'm a bit bored. I'd heard that Korea had a thriving nightlife scene. Apparently it's all in Seoul. In what Jong and Unji call occupied area of their country. Well, I mean, not wrong, right? It appears my friends are far from the northern half of the peninsula. Pyongyang is anything but a nightlife paradise. Quite the opposite. There's pretty much what amounts to a curfew law here. So instead of knocking back a few with the ladies, I'm staring at the ceiling. Oh. I'll go say hi to Jong, make my way to Unji's room. Ah! Okay, we don't get to read her journal. We'll work on it. Ah, good evenings, were. What do you do for fun in the evenings? We read, listen to the radio, fix each other's hair. I guess I could let you mess with my hair, but I doubt you want me anywhere near yours. Oh ho! High and tight cut. Ho, 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 ho. European pop stars. Okay, I hope it's Catan. I really hope it's Catan. Game breaks down to a little bit of Catan minigame. That'd be awesome. Seems I get kimchi with every meal. I may end up hating cabbage. How can anyone hate cabbage? It's delicious. We eat in comfortable silence. When we're finished, I help clean up. And the game is fetched. I've got the board game. Oh, what's it gonna be? The board setup seems to be very much like Trumpopoly, the property buying game based on purchasing overpriced hotel properties in Miami. Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, the game of annexation. Take over leadership of countries opposed by capitalism, convert them to the way of the one true Korea. Huh. Does sound like my kind of game. This has to be the most offensive ripoff I've seen. As future representatives of the one true Korea, this game is vital to learning how to liberate the world from the shackles of capitalism. My Korean's pretty good if I'm able to understand all this. The money over there is called the leader's trust, in which he entrusts us to use to buy influence in the world. You roll, move your token. When you land on a country, everyone pitches in their share to purchase sovereign ground for Korean embassy. When you own all the countries in the color block, you can start placing consulates. Once you have 4 oh man, this is gold for game design. Once you have 4 consulates in a country, you can trade them in from an ambassador. When all the countries in the color block have ambassadors, you convert them into cabals. Then comes the fun part. When all the countries in the color block have cabals, you roll the Korean occupation dice against the foreign government's dice. If the Korean dice roll is higher, you successfully lead a coup d'etat, taking over the region, converting that block to Korean property. You get a bonus to your roll, and the more coveted the color block, the lower the bonus. It's harder to get stubborn countries to turn. That's not in the spirit of Trumpopoly at all. What are the victory conditions? Convert all blocks to Korea control. Does sound like it would. Does sound like it would take some time. Like a true grand strategy game. Stop whining, Yankee Doodle. The average playing time is a mere 17 hours, not counting bathroom and meal breaks. Make that 19 hours. It's like an old-style game of Warhammer. Jake, is this next week's dev diary? Yeah, I'm gonna have to kick Groogy off the dev diary duty and say we're taking Dharma in a whole new direction. This game ain't half bad, is it? First of all, no, and we did away with that policy back in 2010. I guess I find it surprising that you want to call our outings dates from the get-go. You worry too much. Maybe I am in danger. Gunny, come help me. The game is really quiet, isn't it? I wonder if we could do something about that. There we go. Nuclear warhead and what appears to be a blob with a muzzle. I'll take a unified thought bubble of the Workers' Party. Oh. They got a good sense of humor, these lasses. We all have to pull in equally to get what we want in all the countries. That means at the end of the game, we'd all have the same amount of money. Of course we will. Don't be silly. We're all equals. Now fork over the cash. Rhodesia. Okay. Rhodesia isn't a country anymore. Well, I'm learning stuff in this game. I'm rolling Common Workers Chest. You get to pick a card from the red pile. The card reads, the leader needs everyone in Sweden. Move all tokens to Sweden and pay double for anything purchased as compensation for the leader's visit with the Swedish bikini team. I don't think there really ever was a Swedish bikini team. It's just a beer comical gag. One can hope. Rhodesia is now known as Zambia and Zimbabwe. Man, Southeast Asia really changes fast, doesn't it? Well, hello KevDev. Glad to see you here. So we play for hours on end, go directly to Yoluk for getting intoxicated, and failing to secure an embassy in Greenland. Madness. How could you fail that role to take over Norway, Sweden, Finland bloc? Those pesky Finns. It's their fault with their Spokia phones and Santa Claus backing. I think what I said went right over user 3's head. So we've played for many hours and we finally finish up. Can we please stop? It's 1 AM. We still don't have enough to buy all the embassies in Mexico, Canada, USA bloc. The leader in this game sure doesn't mind taking back his seed money for his own purpose. Pay for leader's memoirs card is brutal. Did they explain how you actually make money in the game? Death, America, pig dog. I love you North Koreans too. Okay, so it was 1 AM when I went to bed and that alarm's going off at 5:30 again. Yikes. Oh, well, no, it's 4:47. Okay, so barely slept, but it's time to get the day underway. I can't complain too much on the company. Girls are both cute and fun in their own way, but their devotion to the glorious leader borders on creepy. Something is off, dangerously off. Gunny is right. Never thought I'd be in the country and on vacation at that. Man, where's Golden Deer that could give us all the down low? Strip down to the Silkies, grab a towel, and tiptoe to the bathroom. Oh, here we go. It's too dark in the bathroom. Me oh my. I would say good morning, but it seems you've already had one. Ah, michty me. So about that getting rid of the text box. There we go. Middle mouse button. My finger slipped. Let's just pretend this didn't happen. It was an accident. Yeah, that for now was a bit... Well, maybe a cold shower is what he needed there. Alright, rise and shine again. Nice to see you two getting your ha-has in at my expense. I thought all Americans were proficient in cutting-edge technology. You can't even work texting functions on a modern cell phone. Yo before says, hello Yake. Well, hello to you. Well, nice of these girls to be making fun of me here, right? Oh, she wants to try some imperialist pig breakfast. But where's the bacon? You've never had hard-boiled eggs on toast before? Typically it's boiled rice and kimchi when it's not rice and kimchi. Lunch is boiled noodles and kimchi. Come on, breakfast time. I'm starving. Didn't I say I would stop for lunch earlier? That did not work out as planned. Time to look at our good old map of best Korea. Alright, so we went with Unji over to Wonsan. It's high time we went somewhere with Yong and... okay, I'm not allowed to go all that way. Pueblo? No, that's Unji. I would like to go to Pueblo, but we'll do that for the last one since I want to go with Unji twice. So I can go to Runkra, Mansudae, or Kaesong. Liking the sound of this PPG place. Long Island in the Taedong River. Sounds like it has promise. I do like being close to water. I will secure some paperbacks. I wonder if one of them gets sad if you just don't spend any time with them at all. Wait, what? I didn't think to pack a swimsuit, but I was using one last time. I'm also not familiar with the term silkies. I also think the volume has jammed itself up there. Let's bring you down. I don't think our company is allowed back in San Diego after what our superior officers did to us at MCRD. Like it was my fault the drill sergeant didn't know I slept commando. Kind of fool wears clothes when they sleep. I was afraid you and Unji would get annoyed with me just staring at you while we take the car. Yeah, Marvin, you're not so good at these. You are, as they say, inexperienced with the ladies. Oh, not the bumps again. I wonder if they're going to eat me. I assume that I'm this well-built American that's been on tour in Afghanistan, so maybe they're just really hungry. What a dog. Did you install Max's 4 patch? Max and his patches, Jings. Founded by General Yi Songye in 1392, the dynasty. Also sometimes called the Yi dynasty. Lasted over 500 years into 1910. It ended when the thieving Japanese annexed our country. Damn right. Yeah, that's what I was curious about. PPG stands for People's Pleasure Ground. Oh, good decisions have been made today. It's an amusement park, pool, water slides, mini golf, and dolphins. Did she say there's an arcade? Come on, DDR minigame. Step out of the car, we head up to a rather modern-looking aquatic building. We're in SeaWorld. Reminds me a lot of Sea Planet back in the States. I like SeaWorld a lot. It appears that Jean wants a close-up view of the action. She takes my hand and leads us up to the very front row. Time to get wet. What? We can go swimming in the pools. I think they changed the chlorine recently, so that would have the added bonus of getting some disinfectant on any small cuts we have. Whoa, cha. Well, it's only one good way to apologize. Tickling was something people still do here. Maybe that'll lighten the mood, or she'll slug me. Okay, I'm doing a lot of bad things because I'm not Korean. You've got a real pretty mouth. Oh. reminds me of my favourite line from Johnny Bravo meets Scooby-Doo. Don't worry, I don't bite, does she? Handing perfectly good fish to the trained animals, while they themselves probably barely get enough food for breakfast. Jinx, why am I such a Dobby Downer here? It's been documented on the news how the glorious leader makes sure they are kept strong enough to train the dolphins properly. Far be it from me to argue with your leader. Glorious leader. Jinx, Marvin, take a hint. I still think they're going to eat me, though. I was trained in both diving and gymnastics at a young age. Around the time of my 15th birthday, my coach handed me a hoop, ball, and ribbon. Directed me to the rhythmic gymnastics coach. Asked her why. She muttered something about tracts of land. Okay. Medieval father is trying to arrange a marriage. As part of the positives, he tells his son he has a huge... Okay. The two of these people have problems. I want to be back with Unji. Yeah, Marvin's a bit pathetic here, but that's okay. Big air from Kim Dolph Un there, resulting in a huge splash. I hope you brought some towels. Alright, but this is part of the fun of this. It's a shame that SeaWorld seem to have stopped doing their animal displays. Something about being too cruel, but people are the real cruelty. But what about the paper bags? It's a personal vehicle for one of Glorious Leader's top trusted advisors. He must be here to have a day at the park as well. We have a Goog Oeja over there. Huh. What does the word Kipunjo? Who said that? A few of the girls have reached the age of leaving the Kipunjo. What? Oh. Excellent. Should we hold a new vote to see who we should spend day 3 with now that we've gotten to know them better, says Sid. No. Your army uses swords? No wonder we won. But wait, you couldn't have one here, it would have been confiscated. Just an expression. There's a filthy rumour that the glorious leader keeps a large battalion of beautiful girls for personal use. That he uses them for entertainment up to and including sexual favours. And he also rewards high-ranking officials and guests with access. It's a filthy lie. Just ask the Italian Prime Minister. That man's knee-deep. Michty me. Well, glorious leader knows better than that. He's been happily married for years now to a gorgeous woman who has birthed him 18 kids. I'm pretty jealous. The media has insisted that Glorious Leader is the most virile man in the world. Where's the DDR? For all the anti-American rhetoric I've seen and heard, the Midway reminds me of a southern carnival. Cheap food carts, games that are likely rigged against you winning. So we start looking for some food. Anything you can recommend? Come on. I'm getting pretty hungry here. Just about everything is kimchi. Ah. Impossible 28 says you're jealous that they've got 18 kids, Jake? Did I stutter? I'm gonna have to try some kimchi if these people say it's so good. Hand over $10 and get a few European coins and change. Yeah, they probably just took all my money. It's okay, Unji's was way better. I feel like there should be some extra backgrounds here that are missing. Our apologies, we've lost power. Please be patient. I think they need more accumulators here. That's the problem. I like most rides in theme parks, not a fan of dodgems though. Or bumper cars, whatever you want to call them. Serious question though, Jake, would you ever like to visit North Korea once? Of course I would. Jumped out of a plane at 13,000 feet with nothing but a parachute funded by a Congress that spent nearly $1 million on a soccer field for Gitmo detainees. Uh-huh. Subtle saboteurs, these two. The ride is going smoothly, it's not overly death-defying, but it's satisfying. We might even make it to the end without losing power. And then power goes out. Oh, I want to read that again. I'd like to do something that electricity can't interrupt. I like it. Nice. You have to understand it's for the lesser known Beaches the World mod. Hope that didn't capture the cursor. You look amazing. I was always told Americans were all fat slobs with guts of beer. But you're chiseled almost as well as the Supreme Overlord was in his prime. Nice. Yeah, you know what? This is a better one. What I should do is actually save here, just in case I don't know, something corrupts in my screenshots. You know how it is. I totally do a belly flop into the pool, splashing everyone in a 5-foot radius, and in pain I crawl out. Good times had by all. Super Sniper involves hitting 5 targets with your single-shot pellet rifle. Of course, the gun's modified against you. It's just a matter of figuring out how. Is this actually a choice? I can give her the green bear with a 4-leaf clover or a blue bear with a crescent moon. Is this a real choice? Okay, tough. Blue is on their flag. With the crescent moon, they might think is a bit too Islamic. 4-leaf clover, sign of good luck. Yeah, no, green seems like a winner on all fronts. It's cute, and I do like the color green, thanks. Man, this is the best outing ever. I never want to go home to capitalist America. We roamed Midway playing games. I only know how to get the upper hand in shooting game, and for some reason it's closed as soon as we left, and I haven't seen the operator since. That's been a hell of a day. I think it's time to go home. Oh, please, come on. Alright, we get to have a view of the starving country from the top. Hope the power goes out when we're at the top. If I was a betting man, I'd be placing a wager on the over-under for revolutions before power goes out. 2 revolutions, if only Vegas had a spread for power outages on Korean. Okay. And the Apex too, who would have thought? Amazingly cute. Of course everyone's light, they're starving. Can't eat plastic. Doesn't take long to get back. I wonder how long the journey is from Pyongyang to PPG. I mean, other than Marvin being pretty rubbish with his tongue, that was a altogether incredibly good date. But then I do love theme parks. Third night here, second after being all the way out with one of my chaperones. Wait, was the night just jumped through that quickly? Is our living room floor more comfortable than my bed? Loaded question, but I assume you meant it's an innocent one. Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining to soldiers what I'm doing out in the street at night, without getting killed or arrested. How's Gröna Lund? It's pretty good. Okay, that wasn't very descriptive, was it? It's pretty impressive how much they put into a small area. And the rides are alright. The trouble is I've been spoilt by American theme parks. That said, I went to Gröna Lund once and had a smashing time. No arcades, though. Okay, I need to lecture the small one about English. And the volume of the music just has no consistency. Let's bang that up. Maybe having a cute American man will help. Yes! When she was 13, a boy who had a crush on Unji got the nerve to confess to her. She actually liked him. She didn't know how to handle the situation. She ended up shooting him. We prefer our students to carry 9mm compacts. The UK is pretty bad for theme parks. Alton Tower's alright. In fact, Alton Tower's is pretty good. Okay, come on, I'm here to teach her some English. This game is full of lines to steal. Oh my. It's cute in a many decades ago kind of way. I've been trained in the culinary arts. It's the least I can do. The best kimchi. I think I've been too many times now, Jake. It loses its appeal. I've not been to Thor Park though. You mean you've been to Alton Towers? I think I've only been there twice. I stamped my name on the high scoreboard of the DDR machine, so I hope it's still there. Oh ho ho! You live in America, home of slackers who bum on the beach when not sleeping. Everyone knows Americans are fat, lazy bums. Dropping all the bombs this game. You must learn English to advance in the People's Army, and our guest is going to help you. I'd rather have the sex, at least it'll be over in 2 minutes. English takes forever. Oh. I'm at a disadvantage here. Okay, I want to know more about how strip English lessons work. How to sound like a dumb American. And it's from 1987. Hello everybody. We should go to the discotheque to dance together. That's pretty good actually. I'm not even certain where to begin. I'd like to blame it on the book, but your pronunciation is atrocious. English is so hard, why do I need to learn it? Evil bastard Ronald Reagan destroyed Wimpy Weishaupt in 3 erection. Oh. We hold our representatives in Supreme People's Assembly, and the Supreme People's Assembly has 687 seats, and everyone over 17 can vote. And everybody who wants to can... oh my. Workers' Party has 607 seats, and they're in an alliance with the Social Democrats who hold 50 seats. Oh, come on, just say it's how you put up a building. Erection is a great word. No, I want erection too. Well, if you can't have nutrition, you can at least have humor. There is only one true Korea. We must crush the occupiers. Our leader is way cooler than the Marvin. Oh hey, Letterland. That's how I learned the alphabet. Well, I really learned it by playing Theme Park on the Super Nintendo. I had to learn the codes somehow. Same for Swords and Serpents. Played both those games before I could read or write. She has things scattered all over the place. Various plans and charts are covered by food wrappers. You know, making fun of the small one is pretty enjoyable. If you can say panties in English cleanly just once, we'll stop the lesson for the night. Okay, this is fun but ridiculous. This lesson needs to end. Pantige. Panties. You made ET projects. Fun and all, but come now. Starting to wish they were eating me instead. Nix is right, there's no gameplay to be had here. It's a visual novel after all. At best you can find a few choices. Violent letter cards. Flamethrower, grenade, judo, machete, shotgun. Most of these cards have the letter person holding a weapon or fighting. Oh my. Is that the United States after a nuking on the U card? With regards to Letterland, Naughty Nick is now Noisy Nick. Water Witch is a walrus. Oh, is X still the kissing cousins? Because that one, yeah. Tonight was really, really weird. Scary weird. The girls seem nice, but from the past few days I get a real sense that I'm not welcome in this country. I need to stay on my toes, get through the trip. Will Gunny help me through the night? Push-ups and sit-ups. Nice. This really is Marvin. I'll be the first to admit that our bases aren't exactly perfect when it comes to getting hot water through the pipes, but at least it eventually gets there. Not here. I could crank the hot faucet all the way to Starcash coffee levels and still get hit. That goes over my head. Second to last thing, next to dying by glorious leaders to... the writing's a mix of pretty genuinely funny and pretty awful. I wonder if it had multiple writers. Starcash is Starbucks. Okay. I mean, I'd never drank a cup of coffee in my life, so that one also goes over my head. I feel guilty complaining about being hungry in a land that appears to be in a state of perpetual starvation. That's why you need a plan. Good morning, Marvin. I hope you're well today. I'm feeling pretty good. You ate 3 bowls last night? I'd say it was. Well, Gunny says I'm a growing boy. Then he makes me run. I guess it's the... Oh. Is this and the tank game in the same universe? McDonald's apple pie now. There was something pretty nuclear in heat. Even Michelangelo couldn't have sculpted such a beautiful... Oh, wait, it's... Ah... Sergen Dwyer says, Jake, I'm back from the European Youth event in Strasbourg and now enjoying some good North Korean whatever this is. Yeah, what is this indeed? That's not bad, actually. Come to think of it, I've seen them both in swimsuits. I was expecting them to look a bit more skeletal than they are. Guess the army feeds well. Apparently the next game by these people is going to be called Mine Waifu is the Führer, Jake. Well, that's a day one purchase. All loyal Koreans are instructed in the martial arts during our school education. That's awesome. I'm also liking that dress more and more. I think it's the white dots. Jake, the army is the only thing that feeds well, as it should be. We all want that Starship Trooper variety. Reality. Alright, breakfast time. Which is good because I'm starving here. Breakfast is over and managed to get through it without Unji attacking anyone. Alright, it's date time. Why is Unji's bedroom written here and then crossed off? Sister's idea was to list my bedroom as a date route after the incident. Is that what the 18 plus patch opens up? Mächte me. Alright, I'm gonna save. You know what they say, save and save often. Wait, classified? Oh my, they're all getting a bit classified now. Or does that always appear there? I'll admit I wasn't paying attention. Where's the bedroom part? No, there is nothing. Anyway, I wanted to go to Pueblo with Unji. Sounds awesome. Hidden amongst all the Korean named places stands a very, very odd name. I can do better than that. I can show you get dressed and we'll go there. I never actually said I wanted to go. Too late. No back takes. We're going. You may as well give up. Going to Pueblo is one of Unji's favorite tour destinations. That implies there have been people here for tours with her before. Oh boy. Also, did we drive from one end of Korea to the other? Korea must be... let me think. 200 miles wide? Okay, well, it's a variable, right? To go to Pueblo, you need to buy Conquest of Paradise. No, I need that to play as Pueblo. Just going there and annexing it is fine. Sorry, I missed that one. Stealing my clothes and towel from the base's shower room and forcing me to chase you is not showing affection. I've done it 11 times. If you sassed your commander in Korea's public army, you'd be shot. Como... Somebody with 3 zeros at the end of the name just says, what is this? Well, I think you'll find this is Stay Democratic People's Republic of Korea. And it's our punishment game for today. Wow, 10 minutes to get ready, including shower. That would not happen for me. You would have been whipped 5 times for being 5 minutes over the limit. Well then, I'd take another 10. See this out to the end. Thanks, Jake. Yeah, of course. I mean, I suspect it's about the same length as Go Nippon, which is no... it's no burden. And how do we get our own driver? This is pretty awesome. To Pueblo. It is not necessary to show courtesy to a subordinate. Yes! They might start expecting it if we start doing that. Yikes. Thanks for driving us, comrade. And for my effort, his response is the same damn grunt he gave us before. Okay. Pueblo is part of a museum in Pyongyang, a museum of the greatest importance to our national pride and history. Named by someone in American government, and it came to Korea named that way. That indicates we named it for ourselves and not for Korea's sake. Pueblo, Pueblo. Oh, me oh my. There's only one branch of the United States military that places such pomp and circumstance on naming individual vessels. The Navy? Yep, the Navy ship, the USS Pueblo. Awesome. The USS Pueblo serves as a symbol of one of our country's greatest victories over the capitalist oppression. And they dragged it so far inland? Oh, I'm looking forward to this. The rest of the short car trip is enjoyed in silence. The Marine Corps has a little bit of inter-service rivalry with the Navy, but in the end they're still brothers in arms. The pervy uncle no one talks about but still gets invited to Thanksgiving, member of the family to be sure, but still family. So I'm a bit pissed that one of their ships is being floated in some dumpy North Korean harbour as a tourist trap. Possibly a literal trap. Oh, this is good. By the way, Jake, the USS Pueblo was a spy ship and had only small handheld arms on at the time of capture. Okay. Alright, come on, I want to see this ship. It's like a fishing vessel. She grabs my hand and starts leading me towards the harbour of the Butong River. to Medusa's Browning 50 caliber machine guns in polite company. I suppose capturing a combat ship from the second best navy in the world is sort of an accomplishment. Wait, what was that? I'm not even in the army. Wait, what is Marvin? January 1968, Vietnam War. It was meant to be a spy ship. I'd hoped that was just a rumor. It was caught in the Pacific around Japan or Korea in 1968, likely attempting to gain info from radio frequencies. Wasn't Japan? The American ship very clearly violated Korean waters. Okay. Reminds me when I was in San Francisco and I went into a submarine. It was alright. They didn't repair any damage from gunfire, but the outside is clean. He's a Marine. Ah, there we go. The starboard side is rusting over, shows no sign of repair in ages, not even a coat of paint to try to hide the contempt the Koreans feel for the vessel. Bastards! Another good line worth stealing. Oh! Man, this game is good at preempting my thoughts. Give it that. It'd be cool to see what the crew was learning, yeah. I hope I actually get to see inside this thing. Oh, yes. Paintings and a couple of pictures. Wait, showing what? The Korea's narrative of events. Even a cursory glance shows that their version of the story is dubious at best. Actually, that's probably doing the world dubious. Most of what I see is a load of bull. Do you really think the American ship situated itself right just offshore the mainland like this painting depicts? Of course! You brazen Americans think you could steal right in front of people. Our Navy showed you how we feel about spies in true Korea. Why is the captain of the crew wearing his silkies and a wife beater whilst holding a half-empty bottle of Grand Style whiskey? Was Russia's navy a bunch of vodka-drinking bears and rowboats? Why is Marvin being such an asshole? Well, he is a Marine, right? An American Marine. The photo shows them having a good time with their countrymen and how well they were treated in captivity as negotiations ensued. Not seeing it. I don't see any Americans. There's no way we'd have that many Asian crew members back then. I don't see any black guys. I meant not to be silly, but there's no way these are actual crew members. I like that one. Facts are facts, and that picture says 100 words. Oh, you Americans, you're not half bad sometimes. The Hawaiian good luck sign. The sailor said they were treated so well they wanted to extend well wishes to our Navy members. This ain't so bad. Worm's asking how long the game is. If it's anything like Go Go Nippon, it's intro, 3 dates, outro, and we're on the 3rd date. It's the Detroit salute! No, no, I don't feel like dying on a boat. I'd say I end up going to hell if I were to play along with this government sport. I figured North Korea's probably close to the first stage of hell. Why miss it by inches? It couldn't have been pleasant for the sailors to be stuck in foreign land for months on end, but they made the best of it and even offered good wishes to their hosts. Wait, is he making a V with his fingers or his whole hand? I split my fingers so that my pointer and middle are in a V. Oh, okay. I thought he was doing the... I don't know, 2 fingers on one, 2 on the other, making a V. I think it's from some sci-fi thing. The Hawaiian good luck sign is probably all you'll ever need if you visit me at home. Not bad, game. I really feel like there's writing that's great and there's writing that's just, ugh. They probably had to do it like that, because if it was too good, then it would really break new ground in the visual novel world. Well, I mean, it has a lot of catching up if it wants to keep up with Kamidori. That game's writing was great. This was the main room where the sailors would attempt to capture Korean government secrets. They attempted to destroy the evidence before they were boarded, but only succeeded part way. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm not sure why you find material of your country spying on us funny. Care to tell me what you find? This binder doesn't have anything to do with Korea at all. Of course it is. Look at these X's and O's and diagrams. Clearly this is a war journal that the Navy's intended to use to attack Korea. More like this is a war journal that the United States Army intended to use to attack the United States Navy. This war journal is an army playbook from the 1967 football team. No wonder the Navy won that year. They had a playbook and could formulate a defense against the Army's offense. Oh man, I'm ruining it for her. Probably could have done without having seen the crew members molding silkies in the glass case. Okay, meat and stick, hopefully with no tails this time. You didn't have to pay for mine, I can buy my own. It's funny because my buddy from the UK was over for a wee bit and we went out for dinner and I just slapped him on the back and said, "You're paying, right?" So seeing the complete opposite here is just tickles me, right? Eat our meat in silence, of course. I know it can't be easy seeing a symbol of your country sitting captured in foreign waters. Your meat is very good. Thank you. No problem. These girls have narcolepsy. No, they're starving. They eat cabbage and nothing but. These past 3 days have gone by so quickly, especially because of all the places I've gone to with these two girls. It's kind of nice to kick back and relax a little after having another of Unji's meals. I must admit she does a great job with limited food. Oh, I get to listen to the voice. I think I hear Zhong mumbling something about the antenna not being put back and whatever. Man, that could have been interesting, but we say no, we'll pass. McCaig is throwing 100 bits this way, saying they want the shiny badge. Well, thanks for that. Apparently the sailors give the gave the finger to almost every propaganda picture taken of them, and they got away with it the entire time because they said it was the actual Hawaiian good luck symbol. Fun story. Just earlier today I was thinking about that guy who was blinking torture as he was asked about the state of affairs for his capture. I forget who and where, but it was pretty badass. I think it was Vietnam. You have 3 national anthems? Don't be absurd. Only first songs are national anthem. The other 2 were songs for the original leader and son of original leader. Your country set its anthem to a British drinking tune. This is the Voice of Korea. I'm your host, Bigu Wong. Oh. Of course. In today's top story, Glorious Leader has declared the next 2 days as a national holiday to celebrate his triumph over the American dictator in trade negotiations. In this momentous victory, Glorious Leader is said to have secured a trade deal with the American idiot-in-chief in exchange for vastly superior armaments. While the details are still unclear, it appears he has sent a small payment to the head wingnut for what the Americans claim is the newest weapon, the ID-10T missile system. Let's hold a moment of silence in awe at our Glorious Leader's negotiation skills. Maybe I can try and sell him some Chemlite batteries. Oh, 2 days off, damn. Maybe there's a bit more to this than Go Go Nippon, but that's alright. It's the weekend and there's time to kill. While our generals couldn't reach an agreement with Russian President Vladimir Putin on the summit date, the hope is the Russians will meet us soon to discuss our next shipment of voluntary labours to Siberia. Mandatory volunt. In the Corps, we call that being voluntold. Truly you are graced to live here. This bountiful land of plenty is sent by the divinity of our original leader to his grandson, our glorious leader. He alone has the wisdom to direct our country to its rightful ascension as rulers of the world, but he is not alone in this eternal struggle against the forces of those who occupy all our other lands, especially our birthright land to the south. The Workers' Party, the only party that represents all its citizens anywhere on Earth, assists our glorious leader as he stares down the threats the world poses at us. Together, glorious leader and Workers' Party will lead our nation to total triumph over the evil forces of the United States and its enabler allies. Remember to support your Workers' Party by saluting our brave military members who will do battle on our behalf. True Korea prevail. That was poetry. Beautiful poetry. I'm so happy to be part of our destiny. All the other kids threw her camping gear in the river after she shot them with a gun. Well, sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. Oh hey, the mountain that was crossed up. Probably gonna have an overnight stay there, which would be awesome. Serves as an important encampment in our country's struggle against the evil Nipponese. It has come to the Workers' Party attention that there's still potentially Westerner sympathizers in the ranks. Investigating and appropriate action will be taken. Have a lovely holiday. I think it's foretelling some bad things for me. Where's Gunny when I need him? Alright, onwards. Hang on, I feel like there would be an option here. There's some kind of Easter egg option to do something else. Otherwise it wouldn't have given you the choice here. My Easter egg sense is tingling, but let's just keep it moving. I see waves of heavily armed infantry coming right to our lines. In my hands is an outdated submachine gun. I'm going to die here. Worse, it's going to be at the hands of my former comrades. Behind me, Unji is barking orders. I plead with her that I can't fire on my countrymen, but the pleas fall on deaf ears. All I wanted was a vacation with some buddies in Korea. Instead, I've been impressed into the front lines against the United States charge into Pyongyang. We're losing badly. Screw this and drop my weapon and surrendering. And down I go as I get the non-business end of a USA Standard Select fire rifle right to the forehead. To the forehead? Aha. Non-business end, it's the butt. Ah, okay, well, wouldn't have thought he'd get so close to me when I had a machine gun. I think I did. Also, that's... it's more likely to kill you than knock you out. Probably. Madness. Okay, come on, we're going for an outing here. Better wash up pretty well here, because don't think it's going to be the best. Well, no, who knows? It's a mountain place, might have good flowing water. Everyone stood under a waterfall before, right? Legendary Marvin pops in, says, I come in and read, "Avenge me, Marvin." What the hell have I walked into? Walked into a few things so far in this game. I'm a pretty macho man. We're a Marvin, we can do this. Sometimes a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Like when you have a trunk full of grocery bags, you don't make multiple trips. Marvin understands. You keep slipping them over your wrists until you can't feel the circulation. It's very nice of you, but hardly necessary. We're capable of carrying our own bags. But I'm the man here, and the man carries all the bags. Same cars have been riding in this week. Got the bags in the trunk. We're on our way. Oh, the trains! I wonder if it's a steam engine. I left for a bit, then came back to this. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? Dark Young says, Jake seems to be having a lot of fun for a punishment game. Well, a punishment game doesn't necessarily have to be punishment for me. It can be punishment for you. And I'm sure there are people watching, especially people that just really want to see some grand strategy, who are not best pleased with the circumstances right now. Hope I didn't lock myself into some horrible harem ending by taking both the cars, both the bags. Never forget the Sudoku. No, never forget the comments on the Mayo and Tax's Reddit where they went, I was excited about watching him play this and he just played Sudoku. I'm so mad. Or something to that effect. Okay, there's something kind of cozy about this train. Sit on the bench like the indecisive wuss you are. Hell no, we're going Unji route. I belly on over to the seat next to Unji and sit down next to her. I can't believe you chose to sit next to me. I'll be honest, Jake, I'm very disappointed by the lack of your channel mainstay, Hype Sweeper. Hype Sweeper died when we stopped having connection problems for Iron Man because we actually had a local Iron Man. Or maybe we always did and I just started using it, I forget. We did switch it from being default Cloud Iron Man to default local Iron Man. I wouldn't believe the amount of issues that makes go away. I'm not paying enough attention to the real star of the show here today, though. I do want to know more about Pyke. I remember on your Buddhist Strike Back campaign, Jake, you played Minesweeper for nearly 35 minutes. No, I don't. Well, no, the thing about local Iron Man is it's easy enough to make a copy of it. I do still play quite a bit outside of my streaming. So I managed to pick up some actual achievements. I really need to do Lucky Luca. So good, but I couldn't get the achievement because of console. Okay, so we're sharing a single room here. It's looking good. Did you say one room for all three of us? Yes. Will that be a problem? No. How many achievements did you get so far? I think I'm something like 62 or 57%. What did I say? A bunch of sweaty dudes being cramped together in one barracks for 12 weeks does that to you. Man, North Korea looks like such a great place to go. I'll have to put it on my list. I'm not keen on the whatever 19-hour flight it would take to get there, but... maybe I could take a more land route. If I took like 3 months off work. This line would be very cutting if I'd spent none of the time with her, which would be great. Come to think of it, at the end of Go Go Nippon, doesn't one of the girls say they'll come back or come and see you or something to that effect? If these girls try that, they're probably going to get shot. You can get trains from Glasgow to Vladivostok. Only takes about a week. Week seems fine. As long as you're running on a train that has some amenities on it. Trans-Siberian Railway, stop midway to visit the shrine of the Great Khan, Mongolia. Hell yes. Well, you see, Anne, I've been flying so much lately that I really don't want to catch any more flights for the year. I have 2 more to get. Hopefully just 2. But I'm not the biggest fan of flying. Takeoff is fun, landing is fun, just being jammed in there for all the bit in between is not. I used to be a lot better at falling asleep on planes. This is my safe space. You are like a little baby with your whining. I'll have you know I missed that last pothole. I'm a great driver for what it's worth. Being in the back seat of a car, I'm not so good with it anymore, because I want to be the one driving. Oh my, this looks rather lovely. There's a distinct lack of a partition built in the hot spring, meaning there's only one spring and it's not segregated by gender. Not very natural. Michty me. Rev up that middle mouse button. So Kev, care to tell everybody why you decided to submit Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea as your punishment game? I'm sure everybody would love to know more. Yeah, some places don't make the first connection of spirits being drink. Okay, well they're certainly saving on their backgrounds here. Okay, and they're saving on their audio budget by not normalizing it. The bed is big enough for two. Only one of us has to be on the floor. Oh, it's not going to be me. I don't sleep on the floor. Yeah, I'm sharing that bed with Unji. Just being conservative here. What? Hell no, I'm going in first. That's how it works around here. Strip down, wrap a towel, and in I go. Well, I guess Northern Korea needs a lesser known beaches of the world modification. Near of us in chat's just saying, what was that sound? Don't think about it. Don't even think about it. Oh my! Don't know how that happened. Young female Asian has joined us. I'm a fighting machine, okay. So is this lady going to be like that 1,000-year-old fox from Sudoku for Kids? Oh man, if Gunny was here, he'd be telling me I'm in some hot water. What's my question here? They have robes. Green is the larger lady's favorite color, so we're going blue. Oh my! This kind of room would give you a headache. Buntai by what? It's okay, Tyler. Rules are made to be broken. I can ally the blue blob. Ping pong table, karaoke, no TV, no radio, but there's a bar. It's my kind of room then. I'm not good with music, not at all, so what are we singing? Death Shed is saying, seriously, does Marvin get to rants one of the ladies? We'll get there, maybe. Visual novels fall short on one of the golden rules, and that is show don't tell. Alright, singing time. I'm not sure I'd know any song in this then. Maybe the 60s folk would interest them, but we're trying to woo Unji here. Nah, folk time. They're the greatest source of love ballads ever. Sumeragi is here on business. Are you Korean? This new lady's got some interesting technique. Hang on, that wasn't 80s, was it? This is turning into exactly how I'd like an evening to go, actually. Nature is asking how long this VN is. Well, I forget how long Aristo took on his Go-Go Nippon, but I doubt it's any longer. No wakey. That sounds like a line that says we ran out of budget or effort for this game. There's something incredibly creepy about the larger woman, and that's this, the eyes being on top of the hair. It's it's creepy. How can you feel punished to tan? This is fantastic. The hole in the ozone layer is only ever over evil countries like America and Nippon. I've got a folder full of the pictures of all the best tsunderes there have ever been. It's empty. Kind of tempted to play a Korea game after this. Okay, well, time to make Unji happy. We're going for Blue Blob. Pull a euro out of my pocket. Looks like this one's from Greece. Really? Hang on. Back the hell up on that one. I don't recall euros having specific countries on them. This one's in some funny stuff I can't read. This one looks like it's a fake. This one looks like it has a von Habsburg on the back. Republic of... Oh! Latvia. Cute. Well, my eyes have been opened. I don't use euros much because here in communist Sweden we use the SEK. Well, not really. It's a cashless society. Okay, well I learned something again from this game. It teaches and entertains. When I have to leave somewhere, I always prefer to leave in the morning than the afternoon or evening because it makes the day feel kind of bittersweet. Travel to foreign countries, especially enemy countries, is frowned upon in Korea. We would need outside help in order to get to America. Couldn't you just go to some incredibly neutral country like Finland and then make it over like that? I still think they're going to eat me though. Something is brewing here. The trip was very uneventful, like our budget. Hang on, there didn't seem to be much about sharing the room or getting up to anything there. Good evening. Uh-oh. Oh, I hate it when people open with that. I don't want to hear stuff. Don't think about what you want to tell me. Think about what I want to hear. Uh-oh. Oh, it's Higurashi all over again. Oh. So groogy. Feels like I've been on 3 days leave. Rager. Rager? Rager? Rager. Uh-oh. Bad times. I'll try my best to guide you, though time is short. My name is Naming Kwanjo. And they're the father. Oh my. Huh? What? I can at least salvage your life. Okay. How much you really know about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea? Honestly, not a whole lot, considering I fell for your line saying Pyongyang was a suburban part of... North Korea is a bloody dictatorship. Pick your poison. Our leader is made out to be a demagogue, and the one political party we have is a death grip on the nation. You've seen the results here. Since assuming leadership, glorious leader is suspected of executing at least just 70. Come now. That's not trying very hard. They've already poisoned my wife to death. They've been poisoning me to restrict my movements. It's only a matter of time before they come for my girls. That's why I made a plan ahead of time. One, to at least maybe save my girls, but that plan has fallen apart due to unforeseen circumstances. You're the one who invited me to Korea whilst playing Panzer Models. Ah. Huh? Hopefully fall in love with Unji. I mean, I did. Oh. It appears your inability to focus on one girl brought about a feud. Oh no. The party wants you for their own propaganda. The main question is, do I hand you over and save your life? Along with the girls. Or do we all get captured together and get slaughtered as a group? I'm a dead man either way. I can't resist the poisons forever, but the girls haven't been poisoned. Didn't think there'd be a problem double dipping on the girls here, but it seems there is. I'll turn you over to the People's Army. I still have a high-ranking friend. If it all goes according to plan, you'll be given a position appropriate to experience. Ooh. A university student from your country was sentenced to 15 years of labor for allegedly stealing Korean propaganda from the hotel. If it were just me, I'd die. Red, white, and blue-blooded American. Sad times. Wonderful. Okay, where do I get my choice to die? Die like the American I was born to be. This doesn't seem too bad, really. Welcome to Best Korea. Hope you survive the experience. That should, if it's not already, be the tagline for the game. Huh. I mean, this isn't really that bad a fate, right? Still, this is what happens when you're indecisive. Thus ends my one and only trip to North Korea. I get to stay forever. That's a good end in my book. Not bad. Well now, that was pretty fun, but I want to get a good ending here. I have something of an idea. Alright, I bet Rita can do a better job than Marvin, though. We can all speed read, right? Let's keep on keeping on here. See, this is the fun part, because you can just kind of imagine what's going on. Alright, so back to here with Unji. I'm really not going through the game at all. Actually, to that effect, why don't we do something oh, okay, well I can't skip back that far. Oh man, good old Gunny is there to tell me I'm in trouble. And then we spent ages grabbing some meat. Okay. The PPG with you again. Wait, what? Oh no, a mistake was made. Wait, did I click on something wrong here? Yes, I did. It's okay, this can be rectified. Come on, Rita, get it together. Glorious leader earned his doctorate at okay, it doesn't let me skip stuff that I haven't seen. There must be something for that. Skip unread text. Yes. Skip after choice. Yes. Transitions? Huh? Eh. Alright, come on, let's get to it. One san with Unji. She sure does a lot of pointing, doesn't she? So why did they have... I don't want to say good art, but certainly better artwork than in Panzer Models here. And in Go-Go Nippon, but Panzer Models ended up being, well, what it was. Alright, Pueblo with Unji again. Which was an awesome date. Let's make a backup save there, just in case. It's the Detroit Salute. I want to actually know how this goes. In America, when someone shows you an extended middle finger, they aren't giving you the Hawaiian good luck sign. Detroit Salute, or the Californian Howdy. Huh. I'm not sure if this is the best way to get in a good books, but... Mr. Smarty Socks. Oh... Huh, maybe that was good. I'm used to her grabbing me and yanking at it like two Marines fighting over the last big crayon. Don't break the fourth wall, Navien. Alright, now we go to Yangaku. Sure. Now we just have to imagine what's happening. Back into the car, more pointing. Lots of pointing. It's like there's something on my face here. What sort of girl do you think I am? That. A refined, sophisticated young lady of high moral standing. Huh, played that one well. Onwards and up. Whoa, nice. You just pick a team. And I have to pick a team. Okay. Kigwancha. Or Ammer. Yeah, that one, I can actually say it. Alright, come on, we're gonna win, right? And we read some books, eat at a sky tower, back to there, and more pointing, of course. What's wrong with me? Onwards to the mountain. Alright, Unji, I'm helping you and you only. Unji, of course. Lots more pointing. Yeah, sure, the ladies can go this time. They're already in, swimsuits on, nice and peaceful. Mysterious lassie. Blue for the big blue blob. I forget which one liked which more. Unji goes retro 80s. 80s it is then. Smack. Down you go. Alright. Am I gonna get drugged this time? Probably, right? Okay, so we're 6'1". Not bad. Well, I'm not getting immediately drugged, at least. Oh my. Okay, so I've been pulled onto the bed that quickly. Jinx. What sort of tour guide would I be if I didn't give you the best Korea has to offer? Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. I've heard about taking sailors shore leave to get a little action, but this is different. I'm in love with the girl. She's in love with me. I can't leave her behind. Okay. Jung's coming in. You went and deflowered my little sister on my bed. Mächtig me. There's a certain appearance that our leader needs you to feign. For the sake of our mission, this way seems easiest. This won't kill you. You telling me I couldn't... Well, no, these girls are militarily trained as well, and besides, I'm just, spent. We're groggy again, and we're back in our detainment cell. Getting deja vu. Feels like I've been in this place before. Alright, it's the driver. I've put you in danger by bringing you to Korea and associating you with my daughters. I'm a dead man walking. Huh. What was that about Sweden? It appears Sweden is the protective power for the United States. Sweden might take me in and send me back to the United States, maybe, but there's no way they're getting involved with sheltering 2 North Korean citizens. Man, he seems pretty sure that he would die. Good heavens. I handle problems best when I compartmentalize them in a military sense. Democratic People's Republic of Korea 24601. Okay. This isn't the sadness I came here for. Why'd you have to burn my shirt? Christ, is this deja vu? You must defeat Gunny to stand a chance against me. Huh? You jabbed out his eyes. Okay, well, down he goes. I think in deja vu it was Soku. So we slip inside. And we're doing okay. We scrounge for the food and water that was left. We sleep. We try to entertain each other. Try to bolster their spirits. It's this cool place called Las Vegas. Slot machines. There's free booze in Las Vegas? Wow, we were on a ship long enough to get to Europe. That's pretty rough. Oh no. Welcome to Scandenberg's Pride and Joy. Well, we made it. We made it to Albania. Hoocha. Well, I guess the Turks got the last laugh as ever. Okay, I think we're going to call it there for this punishment game. It was not that bad. Hopefully it punished somebody watching, because otherwise it would have failed on all fronts as a punishment game. And it's given me some extra ammunition for the lesser known beaches of the world mod. So really win-win for me. Right, it's getting touch late, there's work to do in the morning, so I'm off to bed. Pretty much everything in my schedule is freed up now, so expect streaming to be back to normal. And yeah, that does mean new campaign starting. Will it start tomorrow? I don't know. But this week at least. In any case, cheers, and just for a little while, cheerio.